your setup can be overwhelming. With so many accessories and gadgets out there, it's easy to waste money on things that look cool but don't actually improve your experience. But what if I told you that some upgrades can genuinely transform how you work, game and create? In today's video, I'll be sharing 7 setup upgrades that actually matter. The ones that make a real difference in comfort, efficiency and performance. If you're looking to take your setup to the next level, these are the upgrades worth considering. Alright, let's talk about keyboards. If you're still using a membrane keyboard, it's time for an upgrade. They feel mushy, unresponsive and honestly just not fun to type on. I mainly use custom mechanical keyboards like the GMK67 and Nucky 65, and let me tell you, the difference between a mechanical and membrane keyboard is night and day. Just give it a quick listen. If you're into gaming, Hall effect keyboards are where it's at. They use magnets instead of physical contacts, meaning faster key presses and no debounce delay. Some solid picks include the Lumen Magra 68HE and Ajas AK680 Max if you're on a tighter budget. Once you try a mechanical or Hall effect keyboard, you'll never go back to that mushy mess. If you're still using a random office mouse, do yourself a favor and upgrade. For gaming, I use the Ajas AJ159. It's lightweight, ergonomic and super smooth to use. The one I have even comes with a magnetic charging dock. Yeah, it's a bit gimmicky, but it looks awesome while charging, so I'm not complaining. Picking the right mouse is all about shape and fit, and there are tons of options out there. If you're struggling to find the perfect one, check out eloshapes.com. It's a really handy tool to compare different mouse shapes to find out what works best for you. For productivity, I switched to the Logitech MX Anywhere S2. The best thing about it is I can connect to multiple devices at once, and switching between them is seamless. It's literally just one button press, and there's no need to fiddle around in the settings screen. In my opinion, a good mouse isn't just about performance, it's about comfort and making your life easier. Let's be real, if you're spending hours at your desk, an uncomfortable chair will wreck your posture and back. That's why a good ergonomic chair is one of the best investments you can make. I've been using the Autonomous Ergo Pro for about 5 years now, and honestly it's one of the best purchase decisions I've ever made. My only gripe is that it has a cushion seat, and I would have preferred a mesh seat for better breathability. Autonomous didn't offer a mesh seat option back then, but the cushion seat still holds up well and doesn't take away from the seat's comfort. If you upgrade nothing else in your setup, at least invest in a good chair. Your back will thank you later. A monitor arm might not be a big deal at first, but once you use one, you'll never go back. I ranked the S tier on my setup tier list video for a reason. This upgrade frees up desk space, improves ergonomics, and makes your setup look way cleaner. You can position your screen at the perfect height and angle, reducing neck and eye strain, making a huge difference if you're at your desk for long hours. For me, this is a must-have upgrade that instantly transforms your workspace. A monitor light bar is one of those upgrades you really don't think about until you use it, and then you wonder how you ever went without it. A monitor light bar isn't just for aesthetics. It actually reduces eye strain, eliminates screen glare, and keeps your desk clutter-free since it sits right on top of your monitor. I use the Xiaomi monitor light bar and it has great brightness control, a clean design and just makes everything easier on the eyes, especially at night. I used to have a cheap IKEA desk, pretty sure it was the Lindemann, and man, was it wobbly as hell. Every time I typed or moved my mouse too hard, the whole thing would shake, and my monitor arm clamp was digging into the desk, leaving me with a desk that felt like it was falling apart. Last year I decided to upgrade to the IKEA Selging countertop with 2 Alex drawers, and honestly, it was a game changer. I know sit-stand desks have been getting super popular and I'd love to upgrade to one eventually, but for now I'll stick with the legendary Selging and Alex drawer combo. Your monitor is probably what you look at the most in your setup, so I wouldn't recommend cheaping out on one. I do run a dual monitor setup, but my vertically aligned monitor is just there for aesthetics. It's a 24-inch TN panel with a 144Hz refresh rate, but since I don't game as much as I used to, my main display is the LG27UL. This thing is 4K, 27 inches and has 99% sRGB color accuracy, making it perfect for content creation, editing and general use. Now I won't lie, the 60Hz refresh rate isn't ideal, and I do plan to upgrade at some point. I've got my eyes on the Gigabyte M32U or maybe even an OLED display in the future, but for now the LG27UL gets the job done. Alright, I do have one honourable mention that doesn't get talked about enough. A cable management tray or just cable management accessories in general. Cables are not fun to look at in any setup, unless you've got a coil cable that's meant to be on display. Most wires just ruin the aesthetic. But when you hide them properly, it takes your setup from looking like a newbie build to something that looks pro level, if that's even a thing. If you haven't sorted out your cables yet, trust me, it's worth doing. And that's it for the video. What do you think is the most important upgrade in a setup? Let me know in the comments below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for more setup and tech content. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.